Hey kid, would you like some drugs? The first one is free.
Want to check out my van? I got some candy.
Hey, kid, want to join our gang and spray paint under a bridge?
No, bug off, man. I'm going roller skating. I want to be addicted to roller skating, not crack. Because we roller skate today, we will go to college tomorrow. Prison is full of people that have never roller skated.
I'm Brad Armstrong, owner of Roller Kingdom in Reno, Nevada, keeping your kids off the streets since 1999.
I say no to drugs. I say no to gangs.
I say no to unplanned pregnancy.
I say no to meth. I say no to reefer. I say yes to roller skating.
Man, this Roller Kingdom is really putting us out of business.
You said it, man. This deal sucks.
But you know what? Maybe we should give up this life of crime and start roller skating!
What in the Saul Goodman did I just watch, man? That's the only thing I can think of. I'm telling you, man, this commercial, you sure this wasn't a commercial for Breaking Bad or, or Better Call Saul? Because y'all just saw it, man. I don't know what happened, man. What network approved this? You can't tell me. You can't tell me somebody did not lose their job. You can't tell me somebody did not lose their job for allowing this commercial to air on regular time slots. All right, I'm trying to gather my bearings because I think it's very important for us to break this video down section by section in order for us to get a true grasp of what's going on. And specifically, I'm talking about the first the first three sections. And we're going to start off with tire shop. We're going to start off with Wody, y'all. So Wody pulls up on little dude. Wody pulls up on little dude walking down the street, right? Little dude got his hands in his pocket. And you can see in the background, right? I'm going to put a picture of it right here, that the little dude, you know, he's in one of them, you know, little semi-decent areas, but right going downhill real quick. You know, he's walking down the street and Wody pulls up. Here's a picture of Wody right here. And Wody hits him with that, you know, with that two-piece line. You know, he's like, hey, kid, you know, you want some crack? But he really don't say crack. He's like, hey, kid, you want some of this? And he says the first one's for free. And he got 3 ibuprofens in his hand. I'm assuming that's ibuprofen. You know, look like ibuprofen. You know, you get the first ibuprofen free. And so he's baiting the little dude in, you know, because he knows once he gives the little dude 1 ibuprofen for free, and y'all know it ain't ibuprofen, but, you know, the little kid, you know, he's all of a sudden going to be fixed, you know. But then it jumps into the next scene, and the next scene is truly insane. Truly insane. We get this dude right here in the stereotypical van with the stereotypical wife beater, and he's talking to a little kid, a little boy. Man, y'all all been in prison, man. You know the stories, man. Get this dude off my face. And so he's in there, and the little dude, but the little dude, see, the one good thing about it is the little dude's walking out the house. And so how he knew, you know, to scope the dude's house, but that's just how it is in real life. So this commercial's hitting on some real stuff. So the little kid's walking out the house, and the little dude's in the van. The pedo is in the van, and he got the van doors wide open, and you know what happens once he gets them in the van. It's all over. You know, it's game over, you know. But so I'm watching this commercial. I'm like, man, what's going on? And in the next section, they saw the little girl walking down the street, and then she runs into the gang members, you know. And the gang members say, look, you join our gang, you can come tag with us underneath the bridge. You know, we can go do some graffiti work, you know. You can become the best version of yourself. Say, bruh, if you want to go tagging with me, all you got to do is join my gang, you heard me? And the girl's like, I don't want to join your gang. Get away from me, you weirdo. Say, who you calling weirdo? I was your age when I joined the gang in Bridge City, too. We was underneath the bridge all day long. We ain't had this Krylon spray paint. We had them sharpest markers. Huh? Get out of here, you freaking weirdo. Say we call him weirdo. I just done 22 years in Angola with 2 shanks charter. You heard me? Who the hell? Man, this commercial. This commercial is completely insane, y'all. I knew when I saw this commercial that we had to do a reaction video to it. And the best part is that you got the young children telling you what they doing to avoid getting caught up in the streets. You can get caught up in narcotics. You can get caught up by the, the weird man who put you in the back of vans, or you can get caught up by the gang members. They had an old dude looking like a gang member. When I saw that, first thing I thought about was Afro Man's Hunter Got High, dude looking like Joe Biden. And so I'm like, man, this is crazy, man. And then the next scene, the kids are like, no, you know, we're gonna say, you know, remember Nancy Reagan, just say no to drugs in the 80s? Well, according to this Skater's Kingdom, just say we going skating. Because if you go skating, you'll stay off the streets, man. I went to the skating ring just recently. Man, it was off the hook. They were playing the bounce music from New Orleans, you know? But it was older people, man. Back when I went there, man, you might get bloom, bloom. Let me tell you how crazy the skating ring was. They had a skating ring literally around the corner on Manhattan Boulevard from where I'm at on the West Bank. And I have a friend of mine who was a co-worker. He used to do security. He was a security guard for the skating ring. And the dude came stumbling in one night, and this is in the 1990s. And the dude stumbled in, and he had just got blasted. He had like three holes in his gut, and he was holding himself like that. I just got shot, bruh. I just got shot, you heard me? And he's like, say, man, you all right? He's like, man, I don't know what to do, man. And he tells his partner, the other security guard at the skating ring, he said, call the cops. And this was before cell phone. He went and made a phone call to the cops, and he's holding the dude in his arms. The dude's like, say, bruh, you heard me? And he's telling me, my friend's telling me the story. He's like, you heard me, man? Tell my mom I said I love her. He's like, nah, you're going to be okay. And he said he started feeling bad for the dude. This dude who was a security officer, was a security guard, hoping to be a police officer one day. And next thing you know, the cops come. And the dude's holding himself. As the cops are pulling up, the dude's looking in his eyes and say, bro, you the last dude I'm going to see in this life. You heard me? And he lost his life while he was looking at my partner at the skating ring in the 1990s. Dead. He died. 3 bullet holes to the gut took him out. And all of a sudden, you know what I mean? The skating ring on the other side of the river, you know, I'm on the West Bank, on the East Bank, man, dudes were getting blasted at that skating ring. It was right there by the hood. So the skating ring was a wild place to go to. You know, when I went to summer camp, when I was, 9 and 10 years old, we would go during the day in the middle of the week, so it was peaceful. But if you went at night on the weekend, man, anything might go down. But this, in New Mexico, the skating ring is good because the kids said, hey, look, instead of doing meth, I'm roller skating. One girl said, she said, and listen, this is scripted, obviously. The one little girl says, too bad all the people in prison couldn't roller skate because then they wouldn't be in prison. Now, let me tell you something. If you was in prison, was you thinking about roller skating? If only I could have roller skated, I wouldn't be in prison. Man, this commercial is wild, y'all. This is the wildest commercial I ever seen, man. I couldn't, that was a genuine laugh. And as soon as I saw this, I played it. Because I played the first few seconds of it. I said, no, I got to do a reaction to this. So I filmed it, and then I played it, and then I reacted, and that's what you saw that was genuine, man. Welcome to the Pen and the Shank, the most unusual and unique crime and prison channel experience on YouTube, where we react to crime and prison-related content. And this commercial is right up the alley of crime. They even mentioned prison in it. The little girl mentions prisoners. If prisoners would have not went to prison and roller skated instead, they'd be free. You don't have to do meth. You could roller skate. It got gang members. It got pedos. It got dope dealers. This video got it all. Who approved this, man? New Mexico, if you remember this video and you're from New Mexico, type in the comments if you remember this video coming out. Does Roller Kingdom still around? If you from Roller Kingdom, share, man. We giving credit to you, man. This is wild and creative, man. Let's get it.